In this video, we're going to give you guys some tips and some options on homemade custom exhaust. This is a 2000 Shadow ACE or a VT1100 YT or TY. I can't remember exactly what it is. But this is their, I guess you would call a bagger version. Whoever had it before tried to do some modifications on the back there of this exhaust to run another pipe on the other side to make duals. We're going to scratch all that and start over. What we're going to do with this is make a bobber style exhaust. We're going to use this to wrap with. We're going to wrap this exhaust, and we're going to show you to do this at home, how to set it up to measure for what you need, and you can run this pipe set out to your local welder or even muffler shop and get your tips and stuff welded on. And we're going to also show you how to set up a template to take out to your local muffler shop to have just a straight custom set of pipes made using the flanges that are on the end of the pipes there. So let's get started. Got everything trimmed down. I got the main part of the original factory pipes bolted back up there so we could kind of eyeball the position of them. Had ordered some slash cut tips from, I think I got them from Summit Racing. You can pick them up just about anywhere, even some Walmarts carry them. So at this stage, what you want to do is take a Sharpie, and once you've positioned where you want your pipes to be and your tips, you just mark your tip and mark your pipe, and that'll be to show the position to the welding shop or the muffler shop, or even if you're going to do it yourself when you take the pipes back off, where to weld to. And that basically would be finished. You'd run it to your welding shop, your muffler shop, or weld it yourself, get it ground back down. These pipes we're going to wrap. You could weld it down good enough. It's still going to rust, but you could weld it down and weld it down. Grind the weld down and paint those pipes black if you wanted to. Leave some of the chrome tips sticking out. There are several options you can use with that. The next part, what we're going to show you how to do is set up a jig and a template to take to your muffler shop if you want to have them to bend you some custom pipes. So let's look at that now. Okay, that's our finished pipes. When you come back from the muffler shop, we've had our tips welded on, done a real good job. We took those out to the muffler shop. They welded them up. We came back and got them, and he charged us $15. So that's factory exhaust that you cut down and modify, put the pipes on. So the tips, I think, were about $15 a piece. So there's $30 and $15 to have them welded on. $45 for custom set of pipes. You could probably run those the way they are. You'd have to coat something, put something to coat the weld on there so it won't rust, or you can paint them black with some heat paint, or really any color heat paint. We're going to wrap these. But what we're going to talk about now is if you want a more custom exhaust, you want to have your muffler shop bend some pipe for you to make your pipes, then this is what you would need. This is supply line that you get at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of the big box home improvement stores. And what it is, this is what runs from your meter into your breaker panel. If I get that to focus there. Anyway, that's stranded aluminum, and it's wrapped in a plastic rubber coating. So what you would do is cut a piece of this to whatever length you want your pipes to be. Take that rubber plastic coating off, and then unwrap this strand of aluminum. And what you'll wind up with is a stick of aluminum. Of course, you want to straighten it out. And this is very rigid, but it's easy to bend. I'm going to try to do this with one hand because I decided to make a video with no tripod. But what you would do is make your first bend wherever you want your pipe to run. So I'm going to do this with my foot. We'll bend this a little bit there. So that would be our first bend. So that would what it would come out to look like, bend there. And say we want to come down here a little bit more, get it off camera, and bend that down. So that's what your pipe would look like if it was on your bike. And once you take that to the muffler shop, then they'll put that, they'll use this piece of aluminum that you've bent as their template to bend your pipe, and then you wind up with something like this. And this is automotive grade pipe, which is way too thick for motorcycle use, because on custom set of pipes, unless you go to the trouble of putting huge brackets or something on it, the flange that bolts into the jug is the only thing that holds the pipe. So you want a lighter gauge pipe to be able to hold that. So that's what you would wind up with there once you leave the muffler shop. And then what you want to do is take your old pipe and cut it down so you can use this flange. Of course, this is a metric flange. Harley Davidsons look much different, the flange. But you would just cut off a section of that pipe and take our tip with the using a Sharpie or marker and mark this pipe with your flange and mark on your custom piece of pipe, and they will weld that together for you. And then if you want to put tips on it, just like we did with our stock pipes, you can put tips on the end of it and have your muffler shop or you weld those on. And we had our muffler shop cut that piece of pipe and bend it for us again for less than 20 bucks. So you can put a real nice set of custom pipes on your bike for way less than $100. Most of the custom pipes, even raw, no chrome, no paint or anything I've seen on the internet, start about $300 plus shipping. So it's a very economical way to add a custom touch to your bike. So I hope that helped you guys out. If you have any questions, please post it below, and we'd love for you to rate, click whatever it is you're supposed to click, the bell, and obviously we'd love to have you just subscribe. So thanks for watching.